India is aiming to make the upcoming Startup Mahakumbh in April 2025 the world's biggest such event, with delegates from over 50 countries in attendance. With geopolitical tensions, trade wars and tariffs ruling the discourse, here is what the government and the startup ecosystem has to say in terms of opportunities and challenges.
Just like Mahakumbh, this is going to be the biggest congregation of startups from across the world. We are trying to get it recorded by Guinness Book of World Records to become the world's biggest startup event. We learned from the best practices of US and other countries that the corporate houses drive the innovation through grand challenges. And this time we have incorporated this in a very big way in the Startup Mahakumbh. The government is quite aware that there is need for patient capital in case of deep tech sector, and we are working on it, and it is always good to see investments from different geographies.
We have an exclusive program that is being called as a GEM Startup Runway, where all the startups who are registered under DPIIT, they can directly enroll in GEM Startup Runway program, and they can target for government business also. It is a great opportunity to work with all the central line ministries.
India is, first of all, a very interesting market, a growing market. So I really would like to invite Italian startups to team with Indian startups, encourage all startups to keep growing, to keep, staying strong, and to search for new markets, not to, be discouraged by obstacles, barriers, but to go on and try to, for example, to team up with friends, to team up with a friendly country in this case. So please come to India, and you can invest here, you can work here, you can team here with an Indian partner, and I'm sure there are a lot of opportunities here.
FIIs are going from public markets. Startups raise money from private sources. So there is no shortage of private capital. Venture capital is available, angel money is available. The last fund of funds in 2016 has given birth to the Indian venture capital industry, and that is continuing. As great. Deregulation, ease of doing business, which the government is talking about, and we are hoping that a lot of that comes through. New enterprises succeed, some of them, and some of them do fail. Some of them take longer to succeed. That's a part of the market process. It's the startup industry is Darwinian in nature, fundamentally. It's survival of the fittest. My advice to entrepreneurs is keep trying.
Startup ecosystem has matured, that the cross collaboration also is going to have a tremendous impact. What the founders need to do is have a realistic business model to be marketed in a realistic manner, and then also to talk about what are the potential risks. If people express their business models in a realistic way, I think they will get funding and they will get the trust of the investors. Thirdly, I think the founders have to also be sure that they get the right kind of investors on their side, because they also need help. They're not just about funding. Regulatorily and policy-wise, I think a lot has been fixed. Bharat story is fantastic, it's very compelling. This is a hotbed of innovation. The startups in India are catering to the local opportunities. And those are not going away with tariffs, okay? The startup ecosystem, as it becomes bigger, actually in a way helps us insulate us from any shocks like tariffs or whatever. India is a deep enough market that one can develop robust business models.
With the rupees 10,000 crores of capital invested in startups leveraged to rupees 91,000 crores, the government in the second phase of the Fund of Funds scheme is looking to fund hardware and product-based development to propel the manufacturing sector in India along with its share in the GDP. However, the advice by experts to startups is to succeed with money from customers and not investors. In New Delhi, this is Abhimanyu Sharma for CNBC-TV18.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC-TV18 on all of our digital platforms.